Yo guys, it's your boy Chronos Boxing and I'm back with another video. Jarrell Miller, post-fight interview. He calls out Deontay Wilder. There is talks of a Tyson Fury possible matchup. AJ's in the mix, Usyk's in the mix, and he even brought up Pero's brother as a possibility. Everyone can get it basically when it comes to Jarrell Miller at this point. Before we carry on with the video, guys, make sure you like and subscribe and comment in the comment section below who you think Miller should fight next. And let me know what you think of the videos. I make content daily, and if you would like any other videos, suggest it to me in the comment section below. And also like so I know I'm doing good, and subscribe so I can see you in the next video. Let's carry on with this. Jarrell Miller feeling hella cocky after he finished his fight with Pero and won convincingly. He must have been feeling himself because he came out and he was like, yo, you know what, Deontay Wilder, why don't we do this? And I think that could be a good fight. Reason being is because I think he is a better Chisora, in my opinion. If we're looking at the way Deontay Wilder fought, fought Chisora, I could see it going very similar when he fights Jarrell, if he fights Jarrell Miller. And I think that Jarrell Miller's type of boxing would be well suited to counteract Deontay Wilder's style. And he would probably be able to prevail from that alone. He's younger than both Deontay and Chisora. He's got much more energy in the tank than Chisora did, so he'll always be there bothering Deontay Wilder. And I think with those type of punches accumulating after multiple rounds, he will be able to break down Deontay Wilder, and I could see him stopping Deontay Wilder. Now, I know there is an issue, a glaring issue with the comparison between him and Chisora, and that one is the fact that Chisora actually punches proper, and Miller, unfortunately, he does a lot of arm punches. But the thing is, for me, I can see him still being able to throw those arm punches for pressure and then still sit on his shots and land on Deontay Wilder to really give him a buzz or maybe take him out, or stop him. Because we saw it in the Peril fight. Yes, he throws a lot of punches, but when he sits on his punches, you can really tell there is a difference. So he can throw fully functional punches and also use those arm punches for pressure. I don't see it as a bad thing too much. And with his weight and his physicality, I think he can use it much better than Chisora, one, because he is younger, like I said already, and also because he's really comfortable with his big weight and his big physique, and he is much bigger than Chisora. So I think he's also pretty good on his feet, so I think he can cut down the ring easy and corner uh excuse me, and catch Wilder on the ropes and really lean on him and drain him of his energy with his weight, which we've seen Fury kind of do in a couple the two more dominant fights that he had with Deontay Wilder, where he kind of bullied him with his body, physicality, pushing him around and forcing him to the ropes. I think Miller can do that, and I think Miller has a real good chance against Deontay Wilder. So it doesn't seem like a bad idea to call out someone like Wilder. And also having that scalp on your record will be good. It's looking like it would diminish Fury's reputation if Wilder starts getting beat by everyone. But I seriously think Miller does have a chance, and it isn't a bad shout to go for Wilder as a next contender for him. But obviously, with that, there is great reward, but there is risk because Deontay Wilder can still punch and he can go the distance. He's still got good conditioning at this later age. Being 40, we saw him against Chisora. He was able to go the full fight, and I thought he had a decent stamina compared to his stamina issues when he fought against Fury. Heavy heavy a heavy costume and all, that took away his legs. Yeah, right. But no, his stamina did look good and was one of the things that did kind of impress me about that fight. So I think he could still be dangerous in the later rounds. And it just takes one punch. And I think Miller is kind of there. If he hasn't closed the distance yet, or if Deontay Wilder made some room and he really let off those right hands, because he was letting them off. He's got back that confidence. That's what I've noticed in that Chisora fight, to really let his right hand go again, because he was letting it go on Chisora. But you know, Chisora is very savvy, and I think he was very smart in his game plan, and that comes from years of experience, of course, to really tuck up on his chin and keep his head down and keep his shoulders up to really secure that chin down and not let Wilder take his head off, basically. But it didn't stop, because he still was able to get a knockdown out of it and was clearly able to still hurt Chisora. Not take him out, but hurt him. And Miller, considering that he was getting buzzed here and there by Pero, who I think is nowhere near a big puncher in the heavyweight scene, against anyone, let alone Wilder, I think that could be an interesting, factor in this fight. If he just go bam, hits Miller with one of those big right hands, I think Miller could be looking to either tumble or step back. And we know that Wilder has that killer instinct to possibly finish him off. And Miller, as much as I say his physicality and his size is a good thing, it could also be a bad thing, because he could just become a sitting duck if he gets hurt and he's not able to hold himself properly. Wilder will have a huge target to just bam, 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 KO, you know? So there is a risk there, and I can see Deontay Wilder taking this fight instead of it going the Miller way with his momentum right now. So there is a risk there, but that is a good fight. I would definitely say that's a good fight. The AJ fight, I don't think is gonna happen. AJ will not take a risk like Miller right now, especially considering we know he's trying to get a touch up, and the goal is Fury. So there wouldn't really be any legs in this fight. So it was kind of just a throwaway question. But Miller did say he was willing, so that's something, I guess. And it would be interesting to see them two fight, considering they were supposed to fight so long ago now. But yeah, that's not going to happen. Same thing I could say for the Fury fight. However, the Fury fight would be interesting in itself, considering, pardon me, Tyson Fury is going to have to wait for AJ to finish his tune-up fight. He could possibly have another tune-up fight, and why not Miller? But then again, like I said, for AJ, it would be too much of a risk, and I don't want anything to jeopardize this fight. We are getting close to it. So no, he shouldn't take the fight, and I don't think he would take the fight, for the fact that I think Fury is actually looking to fight AJ this time round. He's not looking to play around. I think he's more serious about this. And I think this might be his last go at coming back. He's always retiring, then coming back, then retiring. I think this is really the last one, and it should be, honestly. If you've seen my video talking about how the Makhmudov fight could have been a risk, it's because of his age. Yeah, he's a time ticking bomb, and I think even his dad knows it as well. If you see some of the interviews with his dad, he doesn't want it. He doesn't want his son to come back, and it's because of those reasons. And I think there is some truth into that in itself. He needs to be careful. So I think he's focusing on just AJ, and he's just gonna then retire. And hopefully, if he wins for his sake, hopefully, by the way, I don't care who wins. I just want to see the fight. But for his sake, I think if he beats AJ, he can retire with feeling good about himself and knowing that his record and I guess his legacy is intact, for being able to beat Deontay Wilder, beat Klitschko, and then to say beat AJ. So all of those people that argue about AJ having a better record, well, he beat the guy with the better record. So, case closed. He's, we could say, the second best in his era. But, if it doesn't, then everything might go loose anyway. All hell might break loose anyway for him, and he should retire anyway, because there's nothing else to do, and everyone will just be having a go at him. So he'll probably just go into hiding. It'll be the best thing for him to do. But yes, so we got those two out of the way for sure. We still have that Deontay Wilder. Maybe it could be, and it's a really good idea in my opinion. And I think there would be butts on seats for that fight. But yeah, what do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section below who you think would be an appropriate opponent for Jarrell Miller. That's it for your boy Chronos Boxing, and I'm out, guys. Peace.